Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the channel with another video. Today we are going to be going through my opinion on the top 10 League One stadiums for the upcoming season. But furthermore, before we get into the video, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, it goes a long way. And yeah, let's get into the video. So in 10th place, I have gone with Brunton Park, which is the home of Carlisle United. They've recently just got promoted to League One, which has been a massive achievement for them. I think they've been absolutely great in League Two this season, but their stadium, I think, is unreal, to be fair. So I've actually never been to Carlisle, but I actually think it's quite old school as well. The ground is quite historic, and I think most away fans are looking forward to it. It's a very long way to get to Carlisle, but if they do sell out most games, if I know behind the goal, they create an absolutely great atmosphere, and it's always a great ground to go to in terms of atmosphere, food, facilities. And yeah, that's my opinion on Carlisle, and I've put them in 10th. In 9th place, I have gone with Brisbane Road, which is home of Leyton Orient. I actually went there last season with Wimbledon. It was a sellout home and away. It's quite an old school ground as well. It's a type of ground which most clubs like to go to. It's a very good away day for most clubs in League Two and League One, as Leyton Orient have been promoted to League One. But yeah, the away end is actually quite good. It's right next to the singing end for Leyton Orient, so it does create a great atmosphere and it buzzes all around the ground. It's quite historic. It's in quite a compact place, but I think that's good when grounds are just more compact and they're not as open as other grounds are. It creates an amazing atmosphere. Didn't try the food there, but the facilities weren't the best, but it's definitely old school and they deserve to be in this top 10 list. So I've put Leyton Orient in 9th. In 8th place, I've gone with St James's Park, which is home of Exeter City in League One. I think their ground is amazing. I think the stand behind the goal, it holds definitely a couple thousand in there, and it's a great singing end. The atmosphere that Exeter create on match days is very good. I remember they have actually they've built a new stand for definitely the away end. The away end was absolutely horrific a couple of years back, maybe like 2017, 2018. But I think the away end has definitely got much better. So more fans can bring more away fans, and it definitely creates some more atmosphere. There is some space to do some more redevelopments in the ground, which I think eventually, when it's all closed off and the stands everywhere, then it will definitely be even better away day. I think it's an away day that most fans enjoy. It's a very long way. It's a very long way down south, but especially when Exeter play Plymouth, it's a great occasion. The fans are good. Home and away is sold out. The atmosphere. Some of the videos I've seen online for Exeter City, they've created a great atmosphere, and the stadium is amazing too. So I've put Exeter in 8th. In 7th, I've gone with the Valley, which is home of Charlton Athletic. I think their ground is really good. I've been there many times with Wimbledon. The away end holds around 4,000, which if any club sells it out, is a great away day. It's very compact as well, so it's quite easy to make a very loud amount of noise. To be honest, their ground is very good, but it's a bit of a shame that they don't really sell it out a lot. I understand why. They've been through their problems, and in League One, you're maybe not going to sell it out, but I remember they played Doncaster in the playoffs a couple years back, trying to get promoted to the Championship. They did actually get promoted that year as they beat Sunderland in Wembley in the final. But yeah, it's a great ground, and when the fans are on it, it does create a good atmosphere. When it's sold out home and away, they played Brighton in the Cup last season, I believe it was, and that I was there, and it created a great atmosphere as well. So I think they definitely deserve to be in this list. So I've put Charlton Athletics Valley in 7th. In 6th place, I have gone with Oakwell, which is home of Barnsley. To be honest, it's one of the grounds which doesn't really get sold out a lot, which is quite a shame. But they have got a stand which is right next to the away end, which is quite historic, and I do like it. It's very old fashioned, and I think any ground which is trying to keep the historic side of their stadium is very good, to be fair. They do also create a decent atmosphere at Barnsley. The away end is absolutely massive, and when any fans sell that out, I was watching this matchday vlog that a Barnsley fan did when they played Ipswich. I believe Ipswich beat them 3-0 last season, and they literally sold out the whole away end, and it's absolutely massive, and it creates a massive noise. And especially when there's a local derby, a Yorkshire derby going on against Barnsley, it could be Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, anyone that brings loads of fans. The atmosphere is incredible. I've actually been to Barnsley, and the facilities are decent as well. Away end is huge, and I like how they're keeping a historic vibe around the ground with some of the stands as well. So I've put Barnsley in 6th. Next up, in fifth, I've gone with the select Carlisle Stadium, which is home of Reading Football Club. They recently just got relegated to League One. I think this is another away day, which most League One fans are very looking forward to. I've been there a couple of years back when Reading played Wolves. That was Wolves' promotion season to the Premier League. And to be honest, it's a little bit of a letdown that they don't really get it sold out all the time. And there's many empty seats. But behind the goal next to the away fans, there has been a new, atmosphere building, and it's been very good. I've seen videos this year and the atmosphere has definitely improved, because when I went there with Wolves a couple of years back, there was literally no atmosphere there. But I believe this season it's not going to be that full, but I believe it can create a decent atmosphere if there's many fans there, but next to the away fans, sorry. And yeah, I've put Reading in fifth. In fourth, I've gone with Bloomfield Road, which is the home of Blackpool. I've been to this ground a couple of times with Wimbledon. I went there the first time when they had the bad owners, and the atmosphere, there was literally no atmosphere at all, and there was many empty seats. So it probably wasn't the best experience to go to Blackpool then. But the second time, they moved the away end to the side, and now they have loads of fans behind the goal, creating an atmosphere. I'm very glad that the club is getting back to where they belong. It was quite hard for them in the Championship last year. I did really want them to stay up. To be honest, they're a great club. They have great atmospheres every single game. Home and away support is very good. The stadium actually has very good facilities as well. When I went, the food is actually very good as well. And I think Blackpool definitely deserve a spot in the top 10. And I believe they are my fourth place. Now, in third place, we move on to the top three. In third place, it's one of the bookies' favourites to go up this season, Bolton. They play in the University of Bolton Stadium. I actually like Bolton's ground. I think it's very unique, and it's a very good ground to travel to as an away fan. If you bring loads of fans, I know Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland, Ipswich have sold out Bolton before. It's a very good place to go to. Their atmosphere is very good as well. They have the crazy corner, I believe. I believe that's what they call it anyway. But yeah, it's a very good atmosphere. I really hope Bolton do bits this season in League One. I really want them to do well and get promoted to the Championship, because I believe that's where they belong. Yeah, I've gone Bolton in third place. In second place, I have gone with Derby's Pride Park. Their ground is just amazing. The facilities are very good, and I think it's one of those grounds which is definitely not League One level, it's Championship, Premier League level. I love how the away fans are right next to the home fans, where the home fans create the atmosphere as well. So it just makes an amazing vibe at the ground, especially if the away fans sell out as well. The ground holds around 30,000, I believe, and it's a great ground to go to as an away fan. I think most away fans in League One enjoyed it last season, and Derby got very unlucky in League One, and I really hope they do get promoted this year. But let's move on to my first place. In first place, I've gone with Fratton Park, which is home of Portsmouth. It's a great ground. It's very old school. It's historic, which is what I love. The away end is just compact, tight, and I know they're doing redevelopments of the away end and some of the stands, but it's in a compact area, and the ground is just compact, and the atmosphere is good from home and away fans, especially when away fans sell out. I like how Fratton Park is just historic, and it's just keeping that vibe. It's not one of those bowl stadiums that a lot of clubs in the EFL have at the moment, and it's just a unique ground. It's a great away day to go to. As I said, atmosphere is great home and away. The facilities maybe aren't the best, but it's just old school, and I think that's what most fans want to keep, because it's just more of an enjoyable game and day to go to. And I think Portsmouth definitely deserve this first place. But that is the end of my video of me debating, on my opinion, the top 10 stadiums in League One. Please let me know if you agree or disagree. I'd love to hear your opinions on who you think is in first to 10th place. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.